today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 away to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. James. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Off play action. Fernandez. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
7.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 5.
From the 29, Murray dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he's got some space here. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. I think this time, there's definitely an or not.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacy. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle. Is made at the Seahawks 14. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, it's James. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
and now Murray's going to set up to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearances as a fellow in high school play.
you were a fellow?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fernandez. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Fernandez. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's up and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
12 yards there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
On the 4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Murray again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
An extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A gain of 3, second down. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Fernandez. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Off play action. Fernandez. He's going to go on top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
To number 88.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Saints who are out in front. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Eddie Lacy, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This out to the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Harris has it over the middle. And he'll he stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustment. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On the move to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to number 88.
From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
By number 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 3 tight ends to the ball game here on 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
at their own 15-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And to give this time to the tailback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Made at the 24-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The running back, again the ball carrier.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Fernandez. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Forced to the ground.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Murray, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Off play action. Fernandez steps away. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
throwing again on second down. Murray over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. It is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Yeah, he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the Seahawks.
He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 88. Touchdown, Seattle.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponent.
And this is going to be intercepted. Let it run, it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Fernandez. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Fernandez. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rolling to his left. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll